Alright, what it do, YouTube? It's about the police chase on O.J. Simpson. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that might be interesting. Alright, we got the incredible O.J. Simpson chase.
On the morning of June 17, 1994,
it's like a documentary, ain't it?
Reporters from all over Los Angeles raced to one specific location, pointing their cameras to capture a very brief moment. A moment that will probably be only a few seconds long. The location is the LAPD headquarters in downtown Los Angeles.
Okay, so it's in
and
LA.
At around 11 a.m., over 1,000 journalists are gathered at the entrance. The moment they want to capture is the perp walk of O.J. Simpson, who any minute from now will be placed in handcuffs right here.
It's a good illustration.
In the mid-90s, this was about as big a media spectacle as one can imagine.
Perhaps the greatest running back of all time.
O.J. Simpson was known as one of the most successful football players of all time.
I've never seen the O.J.
Besides his
Simpson
football
highlight
career,
though.
he had made a name for himself as a media personality, appearing as a sports commentator, movie actor, and in several commercials.
Oh, so he was popping.
And not only would he be placed in custody, it would also be for one of the most serious crimes.
Did he die recently?
imaginable,
Or am I tripping?
as O.J. Simpson was the main suspect in a double homicide investigation.
I'm
5
not
days
black,
earlier,
I'm
in the
O.J.
Brentwood area of Los Angeles,
Okay.
2 dead bodies were found. The victims were Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman, murdered in front of Brown's apartment.
So Nicole Brown, his girlfriend, was that his girlfriend? Oh, he died last year, yeah. So Nicole Brown, was that his girlfriend at the time or what? Oh, Simpson is right there. So wife, basically. She got a strong chin, I ain't gonna lie. And who's this? Ron Goldman. Is this like was they having an affair or something? I need background. Or is they gonna tell me in the video? Say something. Say something, brother. Or is my chat not updated? No, he died. Okay, he tells you in the video. I bet.
Nicole was O.J. Simpson's ex-wife, who for many years had been harassed by her former partner,
Oh, so they was
both
already
during the marriage as well as afterwards. O.J. is
divorced.
said to have regularly stalked her as well as been violent towards her.
911 emergency.
Can you get someone over here now to 325 Gretna Green? He's back. Please.
Well, okay, what does he look like?
Damn, O.J., what you doing?
His record.
The second victim, Ron Goldman, was a friend of Brown's, and he just happened to be at Brown's apartment that night to drop off something she'd forgotten.
Nah, he was
Traces of
clapping.
a perpetrator's blood were discovered at the crime scene, and this evidence was incriminating.
He was over there getting
O.J.,
busy, that's why he
who
over there.
became the main suspect. Based on this evidence, the police decided to arrest O.J. Simpson.
The Los Angeles County District Attorney has just filed murder charges against Orenthal James O.J. Simpson.
Orenthal
Due to
James.
his fame
That's his
and
first
previous
and last.
cooperation with
Okay,
the
I never
police,
knew that.
It was assumed that there was no
Orenthal
risk
James
of
is a
escape.
crazy,
After
like,
all,
unique
a famous
name.
celebrity like that wouldn't go on the run, they thought. And so, an agreement between the police and O.J.'s lawyers was made, allowing him to turn himself in at the police station, leading to this crowd of reporters. But this is where
So they already
things
had
go
him
differently. Time and
Locked
time
up,
passes, and after more than 2 hours, the reporters are suddenly asked to come inside the building. Not knowing why, they are stunned to hear the police statement.
The Los Angeles Police Department right now is actively searching for Mr. Simpson.
Are you looking
That
for
boy
a
never
new
turned
fence or
himself
gate
in.
for your home or property? Type in your address and drop the red pin.
Sheesh.
With O.J. not showing up, police started heading his way. O.J. Simpson had spent the night and morning in the San Fernando Valley, at the house of lawyer Robert Kardashian, with whom he maintained a long friendship. In addition to Simpson's legal team, there were also several doctors present, as well as
Oh, that's where the Kardashians come in. So originally their father was a lawyer.
Collins, O.J.'s former football teammate and a childhood friend. When the police officers arrived, they first met OJ's
Robert
lawyers,
Shapiro, that sounds familiar.
agreeing to OJ calming down to be arrested.
Greeted them. They were very polite and courteous. They told us that they would follow normal procedure, handcuff OJ, and take him to the police station, and they agreed that we would be able to accompany
Yeah, he reading off something.
At that time, it
Why
was
is he talking
suggested
that slow?
that Dr. Fairstein go up and tell him that he was going to be transported in handcuffs into custody. It was at that time when Dr. Fairstein went in the room to alert him that we discovered for the first time that OJ was not present.
He dipped off.
Al Callings was not present.
Oh, he
With
dipped
the
off
two
too.
men gone, the only thing that was found in the room were 3 letters that OJ left behind, which to most people seemed to indicate that he
Yo,
was planning on taking his own
what up?
life. One letter was addressed to his children, the other to his mother, and one to the general public.
So he left 3 letters and he was
Which
just gonna
Robert
dip off.
Kardashian read aloud to
Like, was he
reporters
planning on,
only
like,
a few
fleeing the
hours
country?
later.
I think of my life and feel I've done most of the right things. So why do I end up like this?
This is what he said in the letter?
I can't go on.
One of the most famous personalities in the city and the country has disappeared.
Yeah,
And
go
almost
ahead,
at the
send
same
a
time
few
as the
songs. I'ma
police,
react to the-
thousands
after this
of
video.
reporters became aware of it and head on a search.
Drop him in
It is the
a,
beginning
drop him in
of
a,
race of who can track down
drop him
O.J.
in the chat.
Simpson first.
If it's a
What
link,
no
whatever.
one knows at this point is that OJ is not hiding in any home, but is on the road. At this time, OJ is sitting in the passenger seat of a white Ford Bronco.
So they
while
pulled off
Collins,
on him
who
with the
owns
wheel.
car, is driving, heading down south on the 405 freeway. The destination they
I
picked is
bet.
the Ascension Cemetery, located
Grinch.
in Orange County. A place
GR1
where the two of them
NCI,
had
I
been
bet.
to
I'ma check it
only
out.
a few hours earlier. On June 16, the day before this
Nah, this is
escape,
interesting,
the
I ain't gonna
funeral of
lie.
Nicole Brown Simpson took place right here. Even though there were already increasing doubts about OJ's innocence at the time, as the ex-husband of the victim,
So did he pull up while on a
attended
run?
memorial service.
The mourning ex-husband, the grieving father, the focus of a murder investigation.
Now, a day later, OJ wanted to go back to her grave, presumably to harm himself right there.
Is he jumping
When the two
timelines?
arrive at the cemetery, they realize that it will not be possible to go to the gravesite without being recognized.
Oh, yeah.
Did you go to her grave?
Yes, well, we never made it there because there was a police car blocking the entrance.
They wouldn't let you in?
Well, AC saw him and avoided going in.
Unsure on what to do next, Cowlings parks the car near the cemetery. According to his own statement, OJ wanted to wait for the police to leave so
He
he
not
could still
leaving.
go
They
to the
trying to
grave.
get you.
While they were waiting,
Why would
they
he leave?
turn on the radio, and they noticed that there are reports on almost all frequencies about a large-scale search for the two. Presumably, in order not to be recognized, OJ now moves from the passenger seat to the back seat and lies down. And he instructs Cowlings to drive back up north, heading to his house, with the goal of meeting his mother there. Knowing that there is an active manhunt for him, O.J. Simpson then decides to call the police himself, who immediately trace the call to determine where
Why
it's
would you
coming
do
from.
that? That's dumb, bro.
The signal appears to originate near the El Toro Y interchange.
That's all units and stations for Station 18 per LAPD. Attempt to locate 187 suspect. Southbound 5 freeway from El Toro at 1646 hours. At white, 1993 Ford Bronco, possible plate, 3 Delta Hotel Yankee.
He got everything on him now.
With this information, it doesn't take long until the first police car spots the vehicle.
8 more minutes, or 9 more minutes about.
Occupied by a male black. Northbound 5, north of Red Hill.
Journalists all across LA were listening into police radio, and soon, the first news chopper finds the chase and goes live on air.
She messed up, bro. Not gonna lie, logically, if I'm in his shoes, bro, I'm just fleeing the country, bro. Cause at this time, like, they didn't have too much advanced technology or anything. I don't know why you called him. He probably was gonna do a lot too, though.
10-4, subject has stopped just past 17th, westbound I-5.
They got him, right? No, he dipped off in it.
Put in the work.
No! Come on.
Though Collins doesn't stop, he also doesn't try to outrun the police, traveling a mere 30 miles per hour.
Oh, this is his friend driving.
No new cars can catch up from behind the police. The traffic around the Bronco drops significantly.
They seem to have cleared the freeway pretty much like they do when you see a presidential motorcade.
However, things are completely different in the airspace over the highway, where more than 9 different news
I need ad blockers. How do you get that?
The chase.
Is that something you got? I think you told me about this, but I gotta download it.
Destination.
I need to start listening to you, bro.
As Cowlings continues to follow the highway,
I gotta download
he then calls 911, trying to negotiate with the police.
Oh, it's free? Bet. I'm gonna get it after this video. Bro said, you know who I am.
Hi, what's your name? Hello?
The information that OJ is armed increases the danger.
Regional 710 for a cop could not see in the window of the vehicle.
And the LAPD tries to take advantage of the fact that there are cameras pointed at the car from nearly all
He look like he's chilling though, he's not even panicking or nothing.
The news choppers to try to get a better look at the situation.
Okay, what we're doing is we've asked the police department, they can't see through the windows, and we're.
But then I always thought, like, if you're in like a high-speed police chase, it's pointless though.
Meanwhile, the Bronco
you're not getting away.
Interstate 5,
especially if the helicopters up there
heading west.
Especially if the helicopter's already above you,
flocking to the side of the road,
you're not getting away, especially now in 2025.
Years earlier, OJ was part of a well-known advertising campaign for the car rental
probably
electric, appearing in ads where he runs through an airport terminal while being cheered on by onlookers. Now, many are shouting this slogan,
"Go, OJ, go!"
to the white Ford Bronco as it races past them, followed by the police.
Whole world watching. That's crazy.
The chase has the entire country hold its breath. As it is Friday evening, with several major sporting events taking place, TV viewership is already quite high.
Yeah.
Now, OJ's chase catapults this to a completely new level. Sports broadcasts were either paused completely or relegated
30 miles per hour.
Screen. Some sports commentators who personally knew OJ.
So at this point, it's just like a show, basically.
Directly.
You think his car's slow?
No game
he was just choosing a cruise.
Surpassed the excitement of what was currently taking place on the streets of Los Angeles. For comparison, the most watched television event of that year,
he just choosing to go 30,
was the Super Bowl in January with 90 million viewers, which actually was the third most viewed Super Bowl ever at the time.
Yeah.
But the OJ chase sets a new record. If you take the various broadcasts together, 95 million Americans are watching this chase. Looking at history, this means it was the 6th most watched broadcast on US television till that point, which is especially remarkable considering that almost all other events on this list were announced and advertised.
The moon landing, 125. Did that really happen? I think the moon landing really was a thing, bruh. Do you think they really put us on the moon? I'm just saying.
Weeks and months prior, while this event happened on the spot. Meanwhile, the white Ford Bronco turns again and switches to Interstate 405, now heading further north.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
Oh.
You ready? All right.
241, he's indicating that he's making a cell phone call.
Knowing that OJ is using his cell phone while driving, LAPD detective Tom Lang remembers that he had written down OJ's number and decides to call it. To his surprise, OJ picks up.
Just let me get to my house. Okay, we're gonna do that. I swear, I'll give you what. I'll give you me. I'll give you my whole body. Okay. I just need to get to my house. Okay. We're gonna do that. Just throw the gun out the window. I can't do that. We're not gonna bother you. We're gonna let you go up there. Just throw it out the window, please. You're scaring everybody. OJ, you there?
As OJ and Cowlings approach the Brentwood neighborhood where OJ's house is located, the car leaves the freeway and makes its way through the more narrow streets. On the phone, Lang tries to calm down a dangerous OJ Simpson, repeatedly mentioning his children and his family.
Oh, he had kids at this point too?
You're kids right now, aren't you? Aren't you? They're thinking about you. They're thinking about you.
He don't even know what he's doing right now.
Your mother loves you.
You think he drugged up?
I'm the only one that deserves. No, you don't deserve that. You do not deserve to get hurt. You do not deserve to get hurt. Don't do that.
No, he's sober-minded?
All I do is love her. I understand. I love everybody. I try to show everybody my whole life that I love everybody. We know that. And everybody loves you.
Lang increasingly flatters the celebrity and makes it about OJ himself, calling him by his football nickname, the Juice.
Yeah.
Juice, don't give in now. You've been a man all your life. You're admired. Don't give it up.
At 7:57 p.m., still unstopped by the police, the Ford Bronco arrives at OJ's house. Cowlings pulls into the driveway and parks. As they come to a stop, Jason, OJ's son, runs straight towards the car, seemingly shouting through the driver's window.
Where's that there? Just toss it, yes.
The police officers who were in the house were worried that this could escalate the situation, and they
his
stepped
son
in
old.
to
I'm
lead
thinking his
Jason
son young
away
or
from
something.
the car. On the call audio, you can now hear Cowlings as he is trying to stop OJ from harming himself.
Oh, damn.
If there is anyone at this point who still doubts that the extremely cautious approach by the police throughout this chase is atypical to how LAPD operated at that time, what happens next will make it clear. Over a period of 15 minutes, negotiations between the car and police take place. Occasionally, Cowlings even steps out of the car, shouting at officers who seem to approach them.
Because they really can't do like...
They come to
They can't use brutal force.
OJ will surrender himself.
Or is it OJ like a
on his
public
own terms.
figure right now at this point?
He leaves the car
It's gonna be a
and is
bad
allowed
look
to
on
go
them.
into
They
the
really
house
can't
where
do
his
that.
lawyers also arrive. Here, OJ is allowed to drink a glass of orange juice and have
OJ
a
and
phone
orange.
call with his mother. Only then he's being handcuffed and placed into a police car, heading to the LAPD Parker Center to be placed in custody. The chase has come to an end.
Oh, it's over.
Besides working on this story, I recently spent a lot of my time crafting a video about a completely different escape attempt. Not
it over?
a chase where someone tries to escape the law, but instead a captivating story about trying to escape an oppressive regime. Back when Germany was a divided country with a brutal border strip that made it impossible to flee from the East German dictatorship, two families came up with an insane plan. They decided to build...
He trying to promo the next video. I ain't gonna lie, that was interesting. That was definitely interesting. And then the trial was even more interesting when it... If it don't fit, you must have quit. You know that? Alright.